All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of Theme Park Tempo. Right behind me is Busch Gardens, Tampa. We have 9 roller coasters to get on today. A bunch of fun and bunch of excitement coming to you from Tampa, Florida. I've been to the Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia before, but never the one right behind me. We're going to get on every single thing today because we do have the Fast Pass option. Meeting up with some old Floridian friends I'll introduce you to as well. Come inside with us. Mom. Okay, so first impression, just got a temperature check. They have a lion here with a social distance mask on. The other Williamsburg Busch Gardens that I've been to a couple times in my life, and it was extremely clean from what I remember. It's extremely clean, operations were great, staff was friendly. I'm expecting the same here, so I'm expecting a lot of great scenery, a lot of great rides. We're gonna bring you with us, come on. Okay, we're through the entrance gates. Wonderful theming here so far. Entering the Adventure Outpost area, the entrance of the park. Very Adventureland, Bazaar-like area. Come back here though. I'm gonna try to get out of this family's picture real quick. You look in the background, you have a wonderful view of the new RMC Hybrid coaster that was set to debut 2020 this year, but unfortunately due to COVID it's been pushed back. I just talked to somebody at Guest Services and trying to get it open this year, but who knows, that just looks like a beauty. It's going to be North America's tallest and second fastest hybrid. It's going to be up there as far as hybrids. It's going to give Steel Vengeance a run for its money. So hopefully I'll get another chance to come back when it is operational, but now we're going to get on some rides. So we have some time before the park's open, about another 5 minutes or so. They have these wonderful alligators who are staring right at me. This guy is big. He's looking right at me, that monster. These are typically smaller from what other ones I've seen in Florida, but I wouldn't want to get in there. That guy looks big in the corner there. Definitely wouldn't want to wrestle those guys. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, up first today is going to be Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt is a LSM linear induction launch made by Intermittent with the highest height of 102 feet, a drop of 130 feet because it does go underground in parts, a length of 4,429 feet, 60 miles an hour, one inversion, a G-force of 4. This one looks fun and exciting. We're gonna take a nice ride here on Cheetah Run and tell you my thoughts when I get off. I'm sorry, I said Cheetah Run by mistake. I meant to say Cheetah Hunt is what we're going on. Cheetah Run is the show they have featuring live cheetahs here. Here is a nice little fun-sized test seat. Going on Cheetah Hunt, guys. Alrighty, we're gonna have the first ride today, letting people in on Cheetah Hunt. Wonderful station, wonderful theming all around. Busch Gardens so far impressing as always. That is always, it's only 2 Busch Garden parks. But their operations also include SeaWorld too. So just got off at Cheetah Hunt, ladies and gentlemen. An Intamin 0 to 60 LSM launch. Great theming around it, great operations. It wasn't the most thrilling launch ever. There are 3 separate launches, which I do appreciate. Nice G-force. A nice drop as well with one inversion. I don't think the ride needs the inversion personally. I would best describe that as like a kiddie launch or somebody who's looking to do bigger launch coasters. That's a good way for you guys to start off with. Now here's my technical breakdown of Cheetah Hunt.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for the technical breakdown of Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt's intensity is going to rank in at a 6.5 out of 10. Decent speed, decent G-force, and okay height. 0 to 60, 3 separate launchers, which I always appreciate on these. Especially what I like to call Cheetah Hunt is very similar to that of Storm Runner over in Hershey Park. Nowhere near as intense, but they are, I like to call them story launches, because it really does tell you a story, and the long track layout does make me appreciate it. But then again, it is not the fastest launch in the world, but it is intense enough, but it's more geared towards little kids, like I said, getting on the bigger coasters from there. Track layout and theming, though, put them together amazing. The rock layout, the rock work around it was just superb. That first launch, the second launch, and you get that little double helix up top, and it's just really cool how the supports almost look like bamboo, which I thought was really interesting. But yes, definitely layout 9 and the theming of 8. Now we're going to roll over to Track Smoothness. Track Smoothness was an 8. It's a fairly new ride. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. These rides are built to last now, so it's going to be smooth for quite some time. Airtime, especially after the second launch, you get a nice amount of airtime going into that double helix on the way down. Amazing. Although it's a 6.5, you do get the airtime. The bigger airtime ratings are going to come from roller coasters where airtime is consistent. Just because you get airtime doesn't mean it's going to be a 9. So yeah, airtime is 6.5, and altogether the re-rideability is of it being an 8 because of the awesome scenery and the launches. I would definitely go on and on and on. With all those being a factor, Cheetah Hunt brings in a total tempo tickets of 7.55, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that number is 7.55 total tempo tickets for Cheetah Hunt. That number is based out of 10. Now, if you do an average of all the numbers I just showed you, you're not going to get 7.55. Each category is worth higher points depending on what kind of ride it is. For roller coasters, I rate intensity worth 4 points, track layout worth 3, theming worth 2, re-rideability worth 4, smoothness worth 3, and airtime worth 4. And I do a number, I rate each one like I did, and I take that number out of 10 and I put it towards whatever points it is, add them all up and get the final fraction, and then divide it by 2 and get the final fraction of, final number, of 7.55 total temple tickets. I am going to make a whole video to explain that, but just for now, there is a formula and a method to my madness. Either way, great ride, Cheetah Hunt.
Just a quick look at the station to be of Iron Gwazi. Really does look like a beautiful, beautiful hybrid of a roller coaster. 91-degree vertical drop. 90 all the way down, but 91 it ranks in at. It looks so amazing. I want to go on you so badly, but I can't. Looking at SheiKra, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever drop tower, which does splash through water. Right here. And it's actually the car that breaks it down, and you can get wet if you walk here from the roller coaster. That looks like a wonderful drop. Here are the specs, ladies and gentlemen, on SheiKra. SheiKra's a B&M, the first ever dive coaster in North America, ranking in at 70 miles an hour with a 200-foot drop, a track length of 3,188 feet, 1 inversion, and a G-force of 4. Hey, we're gonna on SheiKra. Even though we get the quick queue, it doesn't open until 10:30, which I never understand why some theme parks don't open every ride when the park opens. So that's going to take a notch in the operations for me and Busch Gardens, Tampa. But hopefully soon they are testing, and it is about 10:30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just got off of SheiKra, and I'm going to get my coaster here today. I jolted back, but it's always going to happen. But either way, regardless, compared to other drop coasters I've been on, like Griffith and the other Busch Gardens, that was amazing. You got 2 drops out of that, 2 90-degree vertical drops. You have water breaks on at the end, a very forceful inversion, and you do have an excellent, excellent first drop at 200 feet. Now here's my technical review on SheiKra.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is SheiKra's technical breakdown. SheiKra's intensity ranks in at a 7.7. I mean, obviously, those 90-degree drops are what's going to make that intensity so high, especially with that one inversion that you go into. Wonderful, though. Track layout also at a 7.7. Wonderfully nice amount of track. You have 2 drops in there, so layout gets a 7.7. Theming only ranking it at a 6.5. The station was nice. The outer area around the load dock was nice as well. The entrance was nice as well, but not much theming you could do on a dive coaster, so 6.5 is what you get. Now ranking on to the next page is Smoothness. It's a B&M. B&Ms are built to last. It's going to be smooth for quite some time, ranking it at an 8. Airtime, especially those 2 vertical drops, at a 7.7. And the re-rideability factor altogether at 8, making the total tempo tickets for Sheikah ranking in at 7.67 total tempo tickets.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the park's newest roller coaster in Tigress. Tigress is a premier rides operation. This debuted just last year here. It's a complete circuit, but it's only 1 car running. Pretty much how it works is it launches you forward first, launches you back, and then you come all the way back again for one final launch, all the way up top through an inversion, coming back down around. Looks like a non-inverted loop. Yes, exactly. And then you come back around the station. Looks like they only have 1 car running, and that's all they're ever going to have. They don't have a switch table on here, which is unfortunate. Only a 5-minute wait, but I'm going to use my quick queue just in case. But yeah, here we go with Tigress. Now, I forgot to mention it has a Skyrocket 2 model cars as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just got off a Tigress, a premier ride launch coaster here with the, honestly, I heard horrible reviews on that. Many people weren't excited. I gotta tell you, I personally love that ride. The launch itself, and especially with the front row ride that I had, very forceful, especially when you get to, I'm trying to show you here, on the launch, when you get right over there to that first inversion, extremely forceful. Really great ride. I enjoyed the living heck out of that. Now here's my technical review on Tigress.
Up next for a technical breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, is Tigress, the Premier Rides launch coaster, ranking in with an intensity of 8.1. Wonderful launch. First launch, back launch, and then through launch. Wonderful airtime as well. We'll get to that in a little bit. Layout of only 6 because you don't go anywhere, but you stay in the one plane. So only a 6 out of 10 for that, with a total theming of 6. Wonderful themes to tigers and the tiger roars when you do launch. I thought that was really cool as well. Smoothness, moving on to the next page. Smoothness of 8. It's a new ride, so we'll see how it holds up right now. The smoothness is 8. Airtime, especially after that first inversion, going into it, is 8 as well. And a re-rideability factor of 7, bringing Tigress's total tempo tickets to 7.46 total tempo tickets for Tigress.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the park's floorless inverted coaster known as Kumba. 135 miles an hour. Sorry, 135 foot drop. Was 135 miles an hour. Forget about it. 60 miles an hour with 7 inversions. Looks like a classic B&M floorless coaster. One of the best I hear in Florida, so we're going to give it a whirl. Let's go on Kumba. I thought I got a better shot there for you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just got off of Kumba, and wow, that was a wonderful, wonderful floorless roller coaster. For as older as it was, you can see how it's very similar to Banshee and Kings Island, where the lift hill goes through the first loop. But either way, great floorless coaster. I will say though, my mask came off twice during the ride. Luckily I was able to secure it, but it's a bit of a headbanger, and that's what caused it to hit my ears and the mask to fly off. Like I said, it's a loose article, so no loose articles permitted on the rides. I noticed though, a lot of theme parks have been very lenient on the loose article policy because of the masks. So it is a plus in a way, but either way, here's my technical review on Kumba.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the steel looping coaster known as Kumba. My apologies in the video. I did correct myself, and I'm going to correct myself again. Kumba is not a floorless roller coaster. There is a floor on there, so it's not like Bizarro or Medusa back at home in Six Flags Great Adventure. It is a standard steel looping coaster. The seats, you're up high like you are there with the restraints like that, but there is a floor underneath you, so it's considered a steel coaster. Either way, Kumba ranking in the intensity rating of 6.9. Not the most intense, but there are 7 inversions. layout of 7. It is a beautiful coaster to look at, but not the most beautiful. And a theming overall aspect of 6. Again, mainly most in the station for this one as well. Some elements throughout the ride and the bridge going into the station as well. Now switching over to the next page of Smoothness. Kumba Smoothness ranking in a 7.7. Their airtime on Kumba is a little bit low because of the way you don't get many hill airtime interactions besides the drops. So it's going to be a total of 3. Not crazy on Kumba with the airtime. And the revaliability factor, though, altogether of 8, even though it's higher than any other number. It was a nice coaster to go on, and I did really enjoy my ride on Kumba, making total tempo tickets for Kumba, ranking in at 6.39. 6.39 total tempo tickets for Kumba.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Intermittent Freestanding Sky Jump Tower at 310 feet, a 300-foot drop. It's a drop tower traditional, but when you go all the way up top, as you can see, the riders, it will face you down as if you're free-falling, looking straight down, and then right before, swings you right back up. Hit speed to 60 miles an hour. Taller than your standard drop tower, that's for sure. Let's give this a ride. Falcons Fury. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just got off of Falcons Fury. Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. 310 feet, 300-foot drop, and you're laying down. I'm going to put that above Zoom and Gyro just because of the simple fact of how you drop on that. That is my favorite drop tower of all time. Now it's time for my technical review on Falcons Fury.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, for a technical review is Falcons Fury. The park's drop tower at 300 feet, not your typical drop tower because you are laying on your stomach as you drop, as if you're jumping off a building. However, though, it is technically a flat ride in our category, so we're going to go on with that. There was only 4 categories for flat rides that we do judge on. The first one being intensity. You can't get any intenser than this. The height you are and how you're laying down, it gets a 9 for sure. The height of the attraction, how high you go, definitely gets a 9 as well here. Absolutely, for sure. You are way up there. The theming all around it, a 6. Moderate theming in the queue, nothing too outrageous. And the length of the attraction by both the physical, how long it is, mass-wise, and how long you're on the ride, ranks in at a 8.5 here. Because you're so high up, and the length it takes you up slowly, so it really does get you going and get you amped up. However, though, great attraction altogether, coming to a total for Falcons Fury at 8.13 tempo tickets. 8.13 tempo tickets for Falcons Fury.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sand Serpent, the Busch Gardens Tampa's Wild Mouse. It is a Mack ride production, 28 miles an hour, 4,000 feet in track length. Your typical Wild Mouse. Doesn't look like anything too crazy, but a Wild Mouse is always an enjoyable ride. So we're going to go on now. I'll give you my reviews after. Sand Serpent. Alright, just got off of Sand Serpent, ladies and gentlemen. Your typical Wild Mouse, something crazy or special. Always good to get another coaster credit, though, regardless. So either way, here's my technical breakdown of Sand Serpent.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Sand Serpent, the park's Mack ride Wild Mouse. Ranking in an intensity of 3. It's a Wild Mouse. The turns are forceful, but then again, they're Wild Mouse turns. And going into a track layout of 6, I'm comparing this to other Wild Mouses I've been on. It's better than your average Wild Mouse, but not the best Wild Mouse. Coming into a theming of a total of 4. It is a Wild Mouse, very carnival-like in that aspect, not contributing to the theming of the actual theme park. Track smoothness, though, was 6. It's not that bad compared to other Wild Mouses I've been on. Airtime at 4.9, especially that comes in the end part of it, not in the top part, obviously, but you do get a little bit of nice airtime on there. And a total re-rideability of 6 altogether. A total re-rideability of 6. It's nice for a Wild Mouse. However, though, some little numbers on there coming all together for a total tempo ticket score of 4.83. 4.83 total tempo ticket score for Sand Serpent.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Scorpion, developed by Mr. Schwartz. Looks like one of the older attractions here in the park. 60 miles an hour with 1 inversion. I'll give you my reviews after we get off of Scorpion. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just got off of Scorpion. For as old as it is, being one of the original Sportscoms coasters out there, amazingly smooth ride, to be honest with you. Very forceful. That first loop is amazing. The end helix section, very forceful as well. Max G's in that at 3.8 G's. Now here's my technical review and breakdown.
Up next for a technical review, ladies and gentlemen, is Scorpion. Scorpion, one of the older coasters in the park and one of the original Scorch and Tiger coasters left in the world. Intensity ranking in at a 6.9. Very intense. It didn't look that intense, but going on at a lot of G-force, especially after the drop and going through the loop as well. So definitely a 6.9 for there. Track layout, though, like I said, didn't look impressive, so I give it a 4. And it wasn't that long either. The theming, though, like I said, an older ride. It's very carnival, so I gave it a 3. Not even carnival, very carnival and Scorpion, but not for Scorpion. So it didn't really resemble anything a Scorpion-like. So like very carnival in that aspect, yes. Now next on to the next page, Smoothness. Track smoothness of a 5.9, which is relatively considering how old the ride is, though. Airtime of 3, like I said, is more helix driven this ride, but it is very forceful on the helixes. And a rerideability factor altogether of 7. I give that a 7, even though it's higher than any other number because of, number one, the historic value of it, and it is a forceful ride as well. Ranking in Scorpion's total tempo tickets for 5.17. 5.17.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the park's junior coaster in Air Grover. 26 miles an hour. It's made by Cheetah Rides. Not to be confused with the park's Cheetah coaster, but it's spelled Z-I-E-R-A, so Ziria Rides. Looks like it's a credit to get. And what's really cool about this theme park trip today, back in the day, I'm not sure if you guys know this, I used to be a cast member at Disneyland, and here are two of my favorite people that used to work the submarines with me, Latavia and Joe, joining me here today in Busch Gardens. Hi. You are on the theme park temple, so hi to everybody.
Hi,
but yeah, they were often in submarines with me and on docks, and they joined me here today in Busch Gardens, Tampa. Alright, just got off of Air Grover, the park's junior coaster. If you can see the track layout, it's just basically a double helix from the rides over. Nothing crazy, but it's always good to get a coaster credit in there.
Up next for the technical breakdown is going to be Air Grover, the park's junior coaster, ranking in for an intensity of a total of 2. Yeah, nothing nuts on this junior coaster. Total intensity of 2. It's double helix the ride. Track layout of 5 and a theming of 5. Slightly themed to Grover in the plane. The cars are shaped like that, so I'll give it a 5. On to the next page of Smoothness. It is smooth as a kiddie coaster, so I did give it a 7. However, though, in the airtime factor, no airtime whatsoever, not in the slightest. It gets a dead 0 right there. And a rerideability factor of 4. It was a cute ride. I would do it if I had like a little cousin or nephew with me. I wouldn't go on it and rush to it, but if I'm in the park and I'm somebody who wants to get all the credits, yeah, I'll take a ride on it. Either way, that brings Air Grover's total tempo tickets to 3.5 total tempo tickets for Air Grover.
Alright, just had a second run on Cheetah Hunt. The quick queue is definitely doing me wonders today. Like I said again, not the craziest launch in the world, but it does have some cool interactions with the rock work back there. And a lot of that, a lot of neat elements, very coolly themed launch coaster, if I must say so myself. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the B&M Invert Montu here, 138 feet, 55 miles an hour. Looks like a fun layout. Don't know too much about this one, to be honest with you, but it is a B&M, and B&M generally, I'll say generally, does deliver. So it looks fun, it looks exciting. Does not resemble any one specific suspended coaster that I know, so I believe it is an original layout. I'll give it a whirl and tell you my thoughts when I get off. Hi everybody, we were going to go on Montu, but unfortunately we're down for the weather, so we are refreshing here with some wonderful IPAs that me and Joe are indulging, and Latavia is being a wonderful mother to her kids. But we're going to wait it out. I only have 2 more coasters to get on in the park until I hit up all 9, so I'm going to stay until I get on it. Come back to you when we go down there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, still down for rain, unfortunately. There are people queuing up for the rides, but I hear thunder in the background. Doesn't look all that promising. It was raining before it stopped. Not exactly sure how long it's going to be until they let up. Sorry about my finger in the middle there. But hopefully it's sooner than later. Cobra's Curse, though, is fun. We wanted to get a Montu first, but whatever is open, we're going to do. We only have 2 coasters left. Cobra's Curse is a spinning coaster, which there's a elevator lift for the first part, and there's an actual tire lift. But it looks really cool. A nice, cool, little kid-friendly coaster. A family coaster, I should call it. Not kid-friendly, but family coaster. Like I said, it's not raining, but lightning in the area forces all the rides to go down. for the time being. Still waiting on the rain here in Busch Gardens, Tampa. Not giving up. Got 2 more coasters to go on. Park's open to 10. It's almost not even 6 yet. Skies look like they're clearing up. It's going to happen soon. Just it's a matter of when it stops raining as to when the coaster's open. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the rain has finally stopped. We are hanging out at a bar restaurant right across from Cheetah Hunt. We're going to go on those other 2 rides, Cobra, Serpent, Montu, and we're going to the Cheetah Hunt. But the rides are rocking. Rides are operational. We are here at Busch Gardens, Tampa, having a damn good time. Okay, I just had my 3rd ride on Cheetah Hunt. Phenomenal launch coaster. Hitting up Montu now, finally, because the rain stopped. Happy I'm getting all the coasters in today. Haven't seen Cobra's Curse going yet, although they are queuing, so maybe I'm just... Oh, there it goes. No, it is operational. So we get on both of those. But look at Montu, though. Oh, it looks like a beauty. It really does. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally getting on Montu now, the park's suspended coaster. It was about a 2-hour wait because of the rain. Luckily, I have a quick queue. I am here with my best friend, Latavia, who worked with me at Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage in California, and here she is. Apparently, you have bad luck getting on this ride.
This is my first. I've had terrible luck.
You tried multiple times to get on this ride.
Multiple times.
And what's happened in the past? Why can't you get on the ride?
Weather. It broke down right before. So this is gonna be my first time.
First time. Okay, so we're looking forward to the suspended moving coaster known as Montu here. We're gonna have a good time. I'll give you my reviews when we get off. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, just got off a Montu here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, and what a suspended coaster that was. I was not expecting any of that. That was the smoothest, better than Banshee, better than Batman the Ride. That was a damn good roller coaster. 7 inversions, B&M, you delivered as you normally do. I'll say normally do because sometimes you miss. But B&M, wow, what a ride. What an attraction. Latavia, what are your thoughts getting off of that for your first time ever?
Oh, amazing.
Thumbs up, right?
So great.
Wonderful. Would you re-ride?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
It is re-rideable for sure. And now I'm going to give you my technical breakdown on Montu.
Up next on the technical breakdown sheet is Montu, the park suspended coaster. Very, very intense. Montu raking in at a 7.5 lots of G-force that's sustained throughout the whole entire ride, with a beautiful looking track layout of 8. One of the best suspended looking coasters, in my opinion, as far as a beauty to look at. And the theming around it was 6. It was nice going into the area, but other than that, it was just mainly the station that was themed and nothing really else around it. But what an incredibly smooth ride. B&M, you are known for that, and thank you once again for this wonderfully smooth experience on Montu. One of my favorite all-time suspended coasters, to be honest with you. Then again, it's a suspended coaster, so you don't get all that much airtime, but that's not what these coasters are. You don't go on that really for airtime on these types of coasters. Total rideability factor of 8. Altogether, though, that was a wonderful experience, making Montu's total tempo tickets at 7.25. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Montu's total tempo tickets at a 7.25.
One thing I really got to say about Busch Gardens here in Tampa is that I haven't been on one bad ride today. Everything is delivered fully. It really is a dang good park. The theming, you know, I told you when I went to Kings Island, and I said they do the best job with theming with thrill rides. I may have to retract my statement because Busch Gardens, I mean, their coasters they don't have as many coasters as Kings Island, but they have 9 here, and everyone has delivered, including Montu. Really excellent park. I have one more coaster to go on. I'll give my final thoughts when I leave and my technical reviews at the end of the day, but this might be Kings Island for me. I'll let you know soon. Ladies and gentlemen, our 9th and final coaster of the day is Cobra's Curse, which is like I gave you the breakdown before when it was raining as to what actually Cobra's Curse does. It looks fun, it looks exciting. I'll give you the specs in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting on Cobra's Curse right here. It is a Mack ride construction spinning coaster, 70 feet tall, but it's an elevator lift at first, and then it brings you into a wheel lift for the second lift hill. Like I said before, it looks like a family coaster, but I'll tell you my actual thoughts when I come off of Cobra's Curse. I mean, I talk about the theming here compared to King's Island, but Cobra's Curse really does deliver with the theming here. Look at this. This is phenomenal. This is wonderful. Beware of snakes. You listening, snake? You gotta beware of you, snake. Where are you, snake? But anyway, coming up. Then again, Quick Q has been doing me wonders today, especially with the rain. This is my 9th and final coaster I got on here today. Looks fun. Looks fun for sure. So something I didn't know about Cobra's Curse is a continuous loading roller coaster, very much like how Hagrid's is. It's one belt coming in, and you load the belt as if you would an old omnibus ride back in the old days, and then you just go on the roller coaster from there, and it seems like it kind of just smoothly takes you up from there. And it just looks like so much fun here on Cobra's Curse. Wasn't aware of this track. I didn't think this was actually how it operated. It's a very nice surprise. More coasters got to do this, but it's such a quick load and unload. So here we go, back on Cobra's Curse. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just got off of Cobra's Curse, and for a spinning coaster, it is probably up there for me. It is one of the better spinning coasters out there for sure. It has an elevator lift, which is something I've never been on before. So that was cool, and then I had a second lift, which was all-wheel lift. But definitely a cool, very cool spinning coaster. I didn't spin as much in as opposed to like Primeval World or the spinning coaster I got on at Six Flags Maryland. But either way, it was damn good ride, very technical, which I like about coasters when you do a technical aspect like an elevator lift and incorporate that into your ride. But it's even more impressive when you can incorporate it into your ride and it doesn't break down. So this is what we're looking at with new themed rides. You know, like B&M likes to be safe. They like to do their stuff and they know what they're doing. Take a company like Intermittent who loves to take the chances. And then you get the best of both worlds when you put them all together. This is a Mac ride though, unfortunately, which Mac does deliver. It's not as prominent as it used to be, but they still do deliver. Cobra's Curse, great ride. Wonderful time here in Busch Gardens, Tampa. I'll give you my actual technical review of Cobra's Curse right now.
Up next on the technical breakdown is Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse ranking in at an intensity of 5. Nothing too crazy. There are some nice drops and it does spin, but it is a family coaster, so you get 5 for intensity. Track layout though is 8. It is wonderful. The elevator lift is something really, really cool and awesome. And definitely different. However though, the theming of the day does go to Cobra's Curse. Highest themed ride, ranking in at a 9. The queue is, oh my god, wonderful. And so is the loading station and the whole ride itself. It's phenomenally themed. Next page coming in with Smoothness. This track Smoothness is at a 7, fairly decent. It is a little rattly, but nothing that I can't handle, and most people wouldn't be able to as well. Decent airtime on the ride at a 5, nothing too nuts, and then a total re-rideability factor of 7, ranking in Cobra's Curse total at a total tempo tickets for 6.55. 6.55 total tempo tickets for Cobra's Curse.
The cool thing I didn't do a lot of today is look at the animals here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. They're all over the park. It is Tampa's largest zoo for sure. That is a hornbill, and she looks gorgeous. Look at that beak. There's a Komodo dragon somewhere in the park, which I love Komodo dragons, but she is absolutely gorgeous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here once again, coming to you from Busch Gardens, Tampa. Not to get on speaker one more time, but I figured while I'm here, I may as well give you my actual theme park analysis today. Busch Gardens, Tampa, great park, amazing theming. I didn't get on one bad ride here at all. Not one ride that I would say I don't want to go on that again, I don't want to do that again. Every ride here delivered. Excellent theme park. When I come back here, absolutely. I actually really want to come back here because we got all these great coasters. Gonna come back at you and give my actual analytical view very shortly on Busch Gardens, Tampa. But amazing time, great theming, great people, great customer service, great food, great drinks, great everything. The atmosphere here is superb. Busch Gardens, Tampa, who delivered?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my full technical review of Busch Gardens, Tampa as a whole park itself. The factors that we are rating theme parks as a whole on: theming, worth 4 points; cost, worth 3; cleanliness, worth 4; quality of attractions, worth 4; operations, worth 3; and upkeep, worth 3. And for Busch Gardens, Tampa, we rank in the theming at 8.2. Wonderful theming all around. Like I said, not too many dark rides for that add to the theming, which I would think would be really nice of it, but you do really feel enticed in the theming areas in which you are in, especially for the coasters, stations. I do appreciate the theming of those as well. You don't see that in a lot more thrill parks, the coaster stations being themed, at least here in America. The cost of the park, ranking in at a 6.5. It wasn't, it wasn't your tip. It wasn't as expensive as Disney, but it wasn't as cheap as, say, mom and pop theme parks. So 6.5 out of 10 as far as costs are concerned. Next up, though, is cleanliness, and that's where this park excels at. Definitely on the same level as Disney. I'll give them that. Ranking it at a 9. Quality of attractions altogether, like I said, didn't get on one single bad ride. That's going to rank it at an 8.5 for me. Operations were superb. Most roller coasters were running as many trains as possible. Getting people on and off, especially with those socially distanced queues. I appreciate running as many trains as possible, so you're going to get a 9 for that as well. And the upkeep of the park itself, everything does, for the most part, look new. There's a couple scratches and things there, but it doesn't really look sore to the eye at all. I'm going to give you a 9 on that as well. For your total Tempo tickets, ranking in at 8.82. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Gardens Tampa ranking in at an 8.82. I'll catch everybody next time, and until then, I'll meet you at the Midway.